Okay, the 2010s. This is where things start to get fun, because anime is starting to become popular among the Western audience, and those who like money realize, hey, this is a profitable tap, and this was when the well was still the size of a goddamn ocean. In 2010, I watched a lot of anime, and there were a bunch of animes I didn't watch either. And that goes to show how much anime was being released in 2010, because there was a lot of anime. First, let's get the animes that don't even get a nominee out the way. K-On! Sits as the most 6 out of 10 anime I have ever watched. I genuinely don't understand why this series was so popular. I don't have anything against it, but I don't have anything glowing to say about it either. It's like a Tesco meal deal sandwich. If I want a sandwich, it is a sandwich. But I'd rather go for something like a pasta bowl or a wrap, or if I'm feeling real fancy, one of the premium sandwiches. Are they worth it? Probably not, but I can delude myself into believing it because I pay £5 goddamn pounds for a goddamn sandwich. My point is, if you want an anime that meets the criteria of, I don't regret watching this, but I don't feel like I gained anything from watching this, K-On! Is the anime for you. On the other hand, Baka to Test was a great series because it never deluded itself with what it was. It's a really good, okay anime. Much like K-On!, Baka to Test is a 6 out of 10 when it comes to anime. But the story feels like it knows that. It knows it is a slapstick comedy with an interesting concept and realistic and understandable goals within the series. And it doesn't try to be anything more pretentious or grandiose than that. Does it hold up today? Probably not, no. But a great anime to put on if you want a lazy day where I just want to watch some anime and switch my brain off and enjoy it. Because yeah, this series is amazing as switch your brain off enjoyable content, which I think works because it's accepting what it is. However, what happens when you do want to fight against what you are? Demon King Diamao is an anime about fighting against everyone's preconceived notions about you because of your lineage. I don't really remember much about this anime. I kind of stopped watching it after a handful of episodes. Not because it was bad, but because I was watching so much anime at the time, this one just kind of slipped through the cracks. For all I know, I may have actually finished this anime. I just don't remember finishing it. The basic premise, from what I can remember, is the son of the Demon King enrolls at a school and just wants to live a regular, normal, non-dictatorial, non-ruling over the masses, non-enslaving all of humanity life. But because he's the son of the Demon King, everyone treats him like a demon. While we're on the topic of demons, Shiki is an anime I've heard is really good and tells the story of vampires, but in a way that makes you reflect more on the human nature than the vampiric presence, I think. Look, this was a time where this anime just did not appeal to me. I dropped it after the first episode since I wasn't into that kind of anime at that time. And I'm sure I would appreciate it today, I just haven't got around to watching it. For that reason, I can't really judge it positively or negatively. And I can't fairly say if it should be the anime of the year. Though I will aim to watch it in 2026, and I'm only pointing out here so you can hold me accountable and say, hey, did you watch it in 2026? And I go, hey, probably not, because I kind of got busy. You know what anime I'm not going to watch next year though? Oreimo. Much like Shiki, I dropped this anime not because I didn't like it, not because it wasn't for me, but because I thought it was shit. Despite being a massive fan of slice of life romance, this anime just did not appeal to me. And the author tried to capitalize on the step-sibling popularity of certain forms of media out there. And I have a really smart, really dumb theory about why that shit became popular, but I'll save that for a different video. My point is, Oreimo kind of fucking sucked, didn't it? Why did this anime become popular? I don't know. It's not even the fact that I was like, this anime is not for me. It was just, this anime should be for me. I should enjoy this, but fuck, this series is shit, man. Same with the World God Only Knows. Not that I thought it was really shit. I know I watched the series, I can remember the concept, I just couldn't tell you anything else. It's one of those animes that I was only watching because it was anime. And it was just enough entertaining enough to keep me interested, but also a series that I don't look back on and say, oh, I remember anything about this series. It was very 5 out of 10. It's a series that it exists. That's all I can really say about it. Was it good? Was it bad? It exists. If you want plain bread, you can eat plain bread. I don't know, man. Squid Girl, much like Baka Test, is a series that I thought was great. Because again, it knew what it was. Was it God tier? No, but neither is a microwave rice mill. That shit is still amazing though for what it is. And that is what Squid Game is. Squid Game? No, I'm not talking about Squid Game, I'm talking about Squid Girl. That is what Squid Girl was. A really good switch your brain off and enjoy the series kind of series about a humanoid squid girl creature who seeks to subjugate all of mankind for polluting the ocean, but ends up working in a beachside restaurant while plotting how to do so. There was also another anime that came out in 2010 that, okay, I am a white male on the internet, so B-Gata H-kei probably wasn't primarily made for my demographic. And I'm gonna be very careful about what I say about this series because this is a series that this comment is gonna be cancelled in 10 years or something, isn't it? The initial story was an interesting concept. A girl wants to sleep with 100 men.
Ever since I was little, I've had one goal for high school. It's practically a lifelong dream. I'm gonna have sex with 100 guys! Rejoice, Kosada. You have been chosen to be the very first of 100 lucky men who will get the chance to have sex with me.
Wow, what an absolutely absurd concept for a story. Anime sure is wacky with how it comes up with the most ridiculous ideas for a series that no one in the real world in their logical fucking mind would ever seek to recreate, right? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with our world? Where did we go wrong? Why is this the norm? Can we just be civilized for once? Can we just go on the internet without being needed to be gooners? Fuck's sake. Just, can the internet be civilized again? Can it not be primarily porn? Why is everything porn nowadays? I just want to be able to go on the internet and not see porn. I'm not even searching for it, it's just there. It's always in front of me. No matter what I look at, Instagram, there it is, Facebook, I don't go on anymore, but it's still always there. YouTube, the fucking ads are porn. Can we stop having porn everywhere on the internet? God damn it, what is wrong with the world? Either way, I never finished this series, so I have no idea how it actually ends. I watched a few episodes so I can guess how it ends up. This one girl wants to be with 100 guys, and she goes, this first guy, he's going to be my first guinea pig. I'm going to use him to lose my virginity. And then she starts feeling emotions towards him. They end up falling in love, and by the end of the series, she's in a solo monogamous relationship with this one guy who they live happily ever after with. Is that right? Probably. I don't know. God damn, it is so depressing that this series was pathetic. I mean, Rule 34 was a joke back in the day. If it exists, there's going to be Rule 34 of it. And now it's just, if it exists, yeah, it's not a joke anymore. Can everyone just stop being horny fuckers on the internet for like 1 year at least? Can we just have a civilized internet for 1 goddamn year? Can 2026 be the year of civilization where we're not just a bunch of horny monkeys on the internet? What the fuck am I saying? Most of that wasn't scripted, you can't tell. But yeah, can we just fucking stop, man? I don't know. You know what wasn't as depressing though? Digimon Cross Wars. This series was fine. Christopher was of course the edgelord I wish I could have been. However, Digimon Cross Wars is also a series that is one of the very few, if actually the only series that aired subbed on British Kids TV. And that shit was awesome. I watched Digimon Cross Wars when it initially released on Japanese TV on a totally legal website, I'm sure. But then I just turned on TV one day and Digimon Cross Wars was on my TV in Japanese with English subs. And I don't think I've ever seen any other kids TV show be subbed. And it was super cool to actually watch, to be able to sit in my bedroom watching Digimon on TV live in Japanese with subs. That shit was awesome, man. But as for the actual story of Digimon Cross Wars, it's pretty standard, it's fine. The main character meets a partner Digimon and they plan to save the digital world. Along the way, they meet the rival character who they butt heads with, but by the end, they're best of friends and as thick as thieves and trust each other with their lives. I mean, that's pretty standard for most animes nowadays, actually. I enjoyed this series, but I can't really say it was a series I would actively go back and watch. Also, there is no Digivolution in Digimon Cross Wars. Instead, all the Digimon all merge, hence Cross Wars. And something about that just felt lacking to the concept of Digimon. Yeah, I know in the Japanese there is no Digivolution, instead it's just evolution. But either way, it's still evolution, not just merging. Even though we had this same kind of concept in Digimon Frontier and Digimon Tamers, it still felt like evolution. The Cross Wars just feels like they're slotting together. Okay, so let's talk about the actual nominees for Anime of the Year 2010, shall we? In 2021, we got Blue Period, an anime solely about the passion of painting and the ups and downs that come with that, and is arguably my favourite anime of all time. However, 11 years prior to that, we got Bakuman, an anime about the passion of creating a manga and the ups and downs that come with that. I love this series. I think it's great, but I've also never got around to finishing it, and I've heard it gets a bit rough in the later parts, so I can't fairly judge it until I've watched it myself. Highschool of the Dead! What are we talking about, being horny fuckers on the internet at all times? No. Just no. Yes, it was an amazing series. And yes, I would love a season 2. But come on, man. This series knows what it is. It's softcore disguised as a zombie survival show. Don't pretend it was anything deeper than that. Also, goddamn, this video might get my whole channel shut down for what I've said in it. There are so many demonetized words. If I'm still around by New Year's, I'll be quite surprised. I'm gonna have to censor this entire video. What was I saying before? That the internet's all now, I guess. I don't know. Maid Summer used to be a series I loved. And hey, maybe it was romantic back in 2010, but when you actually step back and look at the character of Usui, he is a super inappropriate character who harasses, stalks, invades the personal space of, and refuses to take no as an answer from Misaki. Of course, this is a romantic anime, so by the end, Misaki ends up developing feelings for Usui, and everyone lives happily ever after. Yay! But that doesn't change the fact that Usui's actions are that of a controlling abuser, and he spends months harassing and wearing Misaki down. That's not romantic, that's a restraining order. And then there were two, Durarara and Angel Beats. Both series I have conflicting feelings about. Angel Beats is, of course, Angel Beats. It's got a legacy. It is the anime that was the saddest anime of all time ever made ever. Which is crazy, because there seems to be a new saddest anime of all time ever made ever, every single year. Either way, I can still enjoy Angel Beats for what it is, or what it was. Is it a good story? Yes? Maybe? I guess? I don't know, actually. Does it hold up as a series today? Or is it glazed by nostalgia goggles? A bit of both. Does it have a massive plot hole that may or may not be the only reason it's still talked about to this day? I'd say probably yeah. The plot hole will never be answered. There's a massive plot hole and we'll never get an answer to that. But was it the anime of the year 2010? Well, the obvious answer is we need to talk about Durarara before we can cast our verdict. I can acknowledge the unique take Durarara takes by having the main character be the city of Ikebukuro, And all the characters are well written, three-dimensional characters whose actions made sense, and when the seemingly disconnected storylines converged, it felt like it made sense and each character had a valid reason for doing what they were doing. However, Durarara is a series I don't know if I liked or enjoyed. This isn't to say that I think the series was bad or boring, and I do consider the series a form of art. This isn't an argument of, it's not for me, but I can appreciate that it is a good piece of media. I definitely do think Durarara is a series for me. I just don't know how I feel about it because how much of an abnormality of a series it is. Durarara is almost an abstract concept that people want a tangible answer to. I think it's a series where if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. But even if you do get it, you may not understand why you get it. So, I don't know. Fuck it. You guys decide. Angel Beats or Durarara? Which one deserves to be Anime of the Year and why? Angel Beats has its legacy, but Durarara has its discussion. Let me know in the comment section below and check out this video here to hear about my Anime of the Year 2011.